Yo, what's up guys? Tony here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's talk a little bit about mapping, mapping the fretboard today. And the reason is I got a lot of students that they usually say to me that they get lost during a solo, or they get lost doing maybe an arrangement, or stuff like that. And let me tell you something. This is a very difficult instrument. It's a very easy to get lost, and it's that's why it's so difficult to read music at first sight, for instance. Let me tell you something first. I do not think about notes, all right? I do not know the notes on the fretboard. I mean, if I play this, I can take a look and maybe think about it, and with time, I will know what note it is. I mean, and when I say time, I mean a couple of seconds, not like 10 minutes, but it's not how I think, and that's very important, because when I play, for instance, a G, and if I tell you, let's play G sharp, you just move the hand to the right. You don't think about, all right, G sharp, they have a G sharp, and you just move the hand, right? So that for me is key in everything else I do. For instance, if I play a minor pentatonic, let's play A minor, right? I play something like, and you can play straight the scale. All right. If I say to you, let's play B flat, you're gonna move your fingers or your position to the right, and you're gonna play something like this. Okay, and that's easy, and you don't think about notes. So my question is, why are you trying to think in notes when you are improvising? What you have to think is about exactly the same principle in smaller portions. Like, for instance, let's say that you have to know and the roots on the minor pentatonic. So this is the root. You don't have to know it's an 8. You just have to think root. All right, this is the root, this is the minor third, and this is the fourth right there. Now take a look to that position, to the fingering right there. So every time you find a root, you're gonna have that. It doesn't matter what position or where you are on the fretboard, you have this. Make sure that between the B and the G string there's a different gap right there, but other than that, all right. So let's say I'm playing the root with my third finger, I have this. If I play with my first finger, I have this every time. Whatever, it's always the same. So that for me, it's how I move around the fretboard. I do not think about positions. I do not think about notes. I just think about how the scale is made, like the smaller things. I know all my jumps from the root. I know I have this, and I know I have this every time. And now I have a root, like here, or here, or here, or here. And like that, when you move around, first of all, you don't play like this anymore. Right? You don't have to play like that. And it's very, very easy to, move more freely on the fretboard, and to, don't get lost. And actually, it's better for, I think, for your solos and your ideas, because now, not now, but in time, you're gonna know how a third sounds, or minor third in this case, or how a fifth sounds. And when you want that kind of a Roman thing, na na, this sound, it's a fifth. When you want like something like happy birthday, happy birthday, na na, that's a second. So I know just that part. So now when I'm thinking on a melody, if I'm thinking about something, I usually know what it's the interval right there. So I don't have to know it's C, B, G, E. I just have to know it's first, third, fourth, and then a fifth, or something like that. So good exercise will be, let's do a random note on the fretboard, any note, like this one. I have no clue what this note is, but I know I'm on the third string, all right? So, and I know the scale is like this. Here you go. Right? And then, the notes that I play wrong is because I'm not looking. So my fingers are not. Okay, it was F. So that's it. I mean, the way you have to think is you have to go from one root and then visualize the next one. For instance, if I'm here, I have the same note. Here, okay. So I know this is the root. I go. Okay, now I know here's a root and root. Root, 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 root. Okay, so just think about the roots and think about the zone that is closer to that note. And then with time, if you see me improvising or any good guitar player, usually even with the easier lines that they could do something like, sometimes they do. So I move like 4 positions here with a very, very easy line. You don't have to, but they do it because, it doesn't really matter. It's easy for them, maybe for the fingers, maybe because they want to do a slide, maybe they want to play on one string and they go. And that way, a new world is opening, all right? So just a tiny tip about, mapping the fretboard. I hope this helps. Stop thinking about notes. This is not important, especially in guitar. Unless you want to read music at first sight, which, I really don't recommend you to do that. And that's it. Try to map the fretboard this way. And remember that the intervals are always on the same place. So if you are here, you have the major third here, 4, 5, 7, 2nd, 1, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Okay, it's once you map that, it doesn't really matter the key, it doesn't really matter the notes. It's just a matter of knowing where the intervals are and navigate like that. All right. Have a happy weekend, guys. See you soon.